Hey guys, Tarke here, and we've got another Patreon build review to get through. Fumbled a little bit there. This is from Calia. He's doing like a min-maxed modified version of the Poison Scourge build I played earlier in the league. So there may not be that much I can actually change about this, but we'll see what we can do. I'm running a modified version of your build. My only real complaint is that I'd like to do more damage because as PB claims the build does 2 million, building up that many poison stacks is not very practical. I managed a Deathless Cirrus 6 a couple of days back, but switched to another build at that point due to being infuriated at how little damage I was able to put actually on him with him teleporting all over the place. Honestly, just sending this to get your thoughts on the setup because I had bad experience last time I posted an expensive build and I was at the comments people telling me how bad the build was because it costs a lot. This was the guy who sent that like mirror tier RF build, if you remember. The RF build went great, by the way, for all of those calling me out XD. Anyway, between Incandescent Heart, Divine Flesh, the build is sitting at 90% effective Elia resistance, at 92% effective Chaos resistance, 75% effective Fizz mitigation due to Darkscorn plus Taste of Hate, and I have Perma Fortify from Hardened Scars. The damage is fantastic against anything not named Cirrus, and the only thing I've died to was a 4 damage mod tier 17 Val Temple boss, who I killed in the wrong order. The main choice I can see that's left is should I give up 14% more life to get another max 2 Chaos Res, capping me at 90%. Best regards, Liam. So basically, this shit's pretty min-max. So, we'll look through the skills, look through the items, we'll look through it, and we'll maybe change one skill point, because this is pretty much as good as you're gonna get it. So. Scourge, Unbound Elements, Added Chaos, Infused Channeling, Deadly Elements, Spell Toxins. Actually surprised for this much min-max he's not using Woke Gems. So, your damage would go up if you use Woke Gems. Yeah. Flesh and Stone, Hair of Agony, Enlightened Precision. Yep, that's the setup that I ran. One thing for bossing, I'd probably drop the Vile Toxins for Mirage Archer. Since with Cirrus it's all about like the boss is just teleporting all over the place, so it's like, oh, what do I do here? Something like Mirage Archer might help a bit. Vile Toxins is a lot more damage. I messed around with it, and for some maps I prefer Mirage Archer, for some maps I prefer not running it if you're just like one tapping. But Mirage Archer would probably boost your uptime quite a bit. One thing I did also mess around with a tiny bit, Withering Touch, the support which gives the tiny bit of fizz added as chaos and your attacks have a chance to wither. As dumb as it sounds, I would be really tempted to see you try a run on Cirrus running that and see if you have more luck with it. When I played the build, the main thing which made difference to me, like light and day difference, as soon as my wither stacks fell off, it's like I did no damage on bosses. If I have my wither stacks up, I'm chilling. So I'd maybe say fuck around with that. That I wouldn't change. Plague Bearer increased AoE and power in your helm. Boots and Mortal Custom Shaken. Vol Grace. You could also go with a Vol Blight. Since you've got so much mitigation, I'd probably go for Vol Blight over Vol Grace because you're just trying to boost the damage and you've got so much emit going on. Dash Second Wind in your body armor. With a Sweltering Mold, I would probably drop the increased duration for faster casting. And then Despair's coming from the gloves. Rain of Arrows in Weapon 2. Rain of Arrows, Withering Touch, Power Charge on crits. Got the Maloney's Mechanism. You could use a Toxic Rain instead of a Rain of Arrows. And then the Toxic Rain will also slow. But yeah. Getting the withers up will make stuff feel a lot better. And he also just added a note, threw on a Maloney's, took a run at Shaper, and it seemed to be working pretty well. So basically, as soon as you start adding Wither in, this starts to feel a lot better. The power charge on crit, how much is that realistically adding? It's actually adding like a solid like 100k damage, because it increases your effective crit chance and crit multi, which is important with the Correlatos. Is there anything else you could run instead? I mean, you could run Curl, but getting, you know, a nice casual 100k deeps is pretty good. So yeah, maybe try, instead of Toxic Rain, instead of Rain of Arrows, try Toxic Rain. You might get slightly less procs. Actually, no, I think you might get more procs, because Rain of Arrows fires 21 arrows, right? Whereas Toxic Rain fires less, but when the pods explode, that's an additional hit. So, how many default pods? It's still going to be like half as much, but you'll get some supplementary damage. I don't know. Mess around with it, see which one you prefer, but you do also get the slow. So in terms of items, Dark Skull Maloney's, I would have wanted Maloney's as my endgame quiver. Aspect of the Spider Helm with good chunk of life, good chaos res, fizz taken as fire, extra fizz mitigation, has the +1 spore enchant, very jealous. Incandescent heart, very fucking jealous. So much mitigation. Balm of Despair on hit. 35% movement speed boots with, like, they're 35% movement speed, which is nice, obviously, but they're not actually that insane. I'd probably drop 5% movement speed and go for a more defensive pair of boots. You could also push the damage a bit further and run +2 Chaos Gem Hunter boots and run your Plague Bearer in the boots with +2 to get more deeps on the Plague Bearer if you wanted to, but obviously 35% movement speed boots are pretty fucking good. Ami's really nice. Gives a whole bunch of int. You need a bunch of int for this build. Gives a bunch of all attributes. Anointed Hardened Scars gives them fortified during flask effect. Chaos res. Life, nice chaos res. This ring isn't actually that good. You could get better than that. You could get a better ring. Life, reduced flask charges used. Nice. Crafted Wed. I'm guessing you yoinked this off a different build and then just didn't change the craft. But yeah, put a different craft on there. Put, like, increased damage or something. And then just the random life jewel. Nothing that's special. He's using a enduring hollowed flask. Enduring hollowed hybrid flask for the Hardened Scars. Give him Fortify when his flask active. It's an enduring flask, so it's active. He always has Hardened Scars active. Colorado's Taste of Fate. I ran that on my one. Quartz, I ran that on mine. Quicksilver, I ran. So yeah. His Watcher's Eye gives him attack speed while affected by precision. So it's just like additional attack speed. Life jewel, solid. Could also go for a more multi-malevolence jewel instead if the only issue you had was damage and swap your auras around a little bit. You've got Unwavering Evil and Touch of Cruelty. Your large jewel isn't actually very good at all. You could get a better large jewel. And then you've got Peak Vigor, Brood for Potency, Born in Chaos, Peak Vigor, Brood for Potency. And you're getting a lot of life recovery from this. And you're getting like 6% extra life, which is decent. But I'd be kind of tempted to go for just traditional Chaos Multi-Mediums, because you're complaining about damage. You could also look into Megalomaniac jewels. Since you've got so much currency that, like, if you can afford all this stuff, like, you can afford to, like, really push it. So, realistically, maybe try swapping Rain of Arrows out for Toxic Rain. Try mess around with Mirage Archer. Maybe drop the Flesh and Stone, since you've got the blind coming from the Maloney's now. And mess around with running a Malevolence if you could somehow fit it in. Maybe try shoving the Plague Bearer into your boots. You can also do Plague Bearer increased area of effect, empower, Withering Step. I kept putting Withering Step in and out of my build. I think for bossing, especially big bossing like Scourge, you definitely want the Withering Step, because Wither uptime is everything. If you don't have your Wither uptime, you're screwed. So I definitely think it's key there. Also, we just Withering Step Plague Bearer has a really nice synergy. Alternatively, try and do like that. You could do Dash, Second Wind. Empower Plague Bearer, maybe drop the increased AoE. That way the Empower's benefiting from the dash. I feel like you want your dash and you want your Plague Bearer in the same setup. I don't know. Would run faster casting instead of the increased duration here. But, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to really suggest that much. You can also put a Thread of Hope in here, which is really nice, and it's something I would have messed around with if I had the currency for it, which obviously I didn't install privately. But a large Thread of Hope in that slot. Where is that? Did I just miss it? Oh, that's why I missed it. Thread of Hope there. You can hit Master Fletcher, King of the Hill. Drop all of those points. Add his touch. Aspect of the Eagle. Poisonous Fangs. You can also go for very large, which hits Swift Venoms, it hits those nodes, hits that, so you can then drop points there. Hits this, so you could maybe, so you could go for something kind of, you could maybe do this and yoink that up. Take that, take that. That doesn't hit up. Take that. Drop a point there. Drop 1 point there. Drop that. So now you've saved quite a few points. You haven't really lost that much. Put that back in. So you go for something kind of like that, I think would be worth. And then with all those points you've saved, you can then fill in a bit more life there to make up for those 2 life lows that you lost. And then you can take like a 3-point resist jewel or something to fit in the watches that I dropped. Could also go for this 3-point through the int, because you do need some int on your gear. And then shove the watches eye back in. You go something kind of like that. So you save 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you drop 7 skill points. It's pretty good. 8. You drop 8 skill points. Very strong, I would say. I would say that's worthwhile. I probably would go for another Born in Chaos. I'd probably go for 2. If you're going at like full Incandescent Heart, I'd probably say go full for it. So go full Incandescent. Full Max Chaos Res vibes. Hit the cap of 90. And then... is there anything I'd really change other than that? Because you cut the points down quite a bit by making that change. Did we cut it down enough to then route over to take Golem's Blood and Dirty Techniques? I don't know if we did. You could then cut those 3 points to put the jewel in there. than a 98 tree. I feel like... kind of feel like that's what your final build should look like. But obviously the points are really high on this. But you could trim it down. Like... You could trim it down. These are really ridiculous in terms of damage. Like, these are really, really good. All the poison duration. All the multi and everything. Don't really just want to send the dude like a 98 tree. It's kind of cheesing it a bit. What was the tree that you sent me originally? Save Calia min-max. Let's have a look. It was originally 93, so we've added an extra 5 levels to the build. Slight yikes. Oh. I mean, maybe you don't do... Maybe you just shove the Watcher's Eye in. Do that. Do that. Has the poison chance gone down to like 90% or something? Chance of poison's gone out. Okay, let's go. So he drops some like chance of poison. Wait, was he not poison capped? Ah, maybe he wasn't poison capped. He kind of wants to be poison capped. And he probably is with his Corraletos up. Was it 100? No, it was okay. It was on 100%. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard at this point. Like when you've pushed a character so far, there's really not that much you can add, other than like maybe look into the Watcher's Eye. Maybe look into different medium jewels. And some of the things we suggested in terms of wither, but you push the character pretty fast. There's not really that much I can really suggest, but yeah, basically this gear, for anyone who like saw my build and wanted to play along with it, this is basically exactly what I would have wanted if I'd been playing the character. I accidentally put 2 Corraletos in at one point. Whoopsie. Put that around. But yeah, anyway. I'm Tarke. Min-max is fun. Have a good day. Bye-bye.